Again, my talk. My name is Veerachai Tanpipat, and today I'm talking about wildland fire, smoke, and haze control in Thailand. This is the operational, currently what we are doing. Okay, this is what we do in Thailand. I work with the Hydro Anglo Institute. I still doing the firework because as I'm a trainer for the ASEAN, the fire suppression unit, and with the Korean Forest Service and Johan Goldammer, the Global Fire Wildland Network. So I know a bit more for Busaki that we have to talk more. That you should contact somebody to make it work. Just gonna go through this content. So at the beginning, the forest fire division started in 1980 in Thailand. And still, I believe that we are the only one in Upper ASEAN that have this unit. Full time, not volunteer. The system came from Canada. The first director went to Canada to get the education, came back and established this unit. And it's transferred to the national park because they're concerned about the protected area. Even the open burning is something else, but mainly for the budget sake, it's only for national park, the protected area in 2002.
So the wildfire stays there in front.
Oh yeah, it's just a name. Yeah, the name is using differently. In Thailand, we're using Forest Fire Control Division, but most of the people use Wildland Fire or Wi-Fi, something. Just the same thing. So this is the structure. So this is like all over the country, full time. So we have in Bangkok is the main office, regional office, and we also have the training center, the regional training center. And over the country is 140 stations. So basically, for us, we're thinking about these 6 steps to do in order to do the fire control in Thailand. So have prevention, monitoring, prediction, warning, response, and mitigation recovery assessment. So for example, what we do in the prevention, we're doing the public relation, the propaganda thing, going door to door, talking with the people, because this is the most important one, okay? Finally, but tend to be spend money less. Usually you do it for suppression, detection, but for the fire cycle, I put like if no fire, no smoke, but if no people, it's no fire. In Thailand, or maybe let's can say Upper ASEAN, 99% who ignite fire are people. Okay, so just the way.
They were using fertilizers.
Well, it depends on their practice. They still, because of the cost of the when they do the agriculture, the cost with the lighter is much cheaper. The government trying to say it like you don't do it, you do something else, but the government not giving them money, so it costs more. So they don't do it. We do the fire break with the local people. This is very important. When they have the local culture, traditional events, the head of the suppression unit have to participate and get to know them, get used to know them. And this is mostly happen in Thailand. We have both peaceland too, but very small. Upper ASEAN, I mean not upper Thailand. We have a different. We have a dry Veerachai forest and deciduous forest. So main problem is up north. So people up there, they speak different languages. So you have to know them, and different villages have different problems. And this community-based fire management is the way to go. RECOP doing it. but not really working at the moment, probably because of the way of the people living, and they still need fire. So no, and now there's a short term no burning prohibited in the last week. So we restricted uh, the fire, but in the long term, when you not enforce this, the fire will come back, and you have more fuel on the ground. Then it causes more problem. Yeah. So this is what we do prevention. Now we start with the Myanmar. We have two uh, two countries come together and have some event together. This year will be three countries: Thailand, Myanmar, and Laos, riding and doing the activity together. Because the trans-boundary problem, even you sign MOU, it's not working. They still burn. And in Myanmar, they said no problem with forest fire. In Laos, also the same thing, no problem with forest fire. But if you look at the satellite, the number of the fire hotspot is a lot. In Myanmar, the most, FAO says so, but in front of everybody in the meeting. But Myanmar is like, we have no forest fire. What is that? Okay. So, and then we do the monitoring. We use different kind of monitoring, and we have the public hotline. So it can call 24 hours, somebody detect fire. We use different technology. The best one is, okay, later. This is the basic one that we using. On the towers, helicopter, and then the surveying, the satellite, yes. And this is hotline. And later now this is they're trying to, the thermal camera that they can detect within two minutes, that they say, and but cost a lot. So they demonstrated, but not that good. I mean, not that good with the prices yet. This is the system. Now they use the CCTV and the thermal band. This is the one that I went to see in Guangzhou. They have deployed a lot, installed many in Guangzhou. And this is just a sample UAV system. And this, not what Pusaki using. I'm working very closely with them. So the firm is the transfer community of Maryland. And now you can get faster information. I'll inform them that you need faster information, so we'll get the right contact for you. And another function that they launched 3 years ago, they put all the modis and gears image there near real time. That's what they're saying. They're trying to for the global thing, and they also put the fire hotspot and other parameters that the NASA satellite detect 24 hours. You can select it from adding layer here, many, and you can even make a simulation from this, but not big because it takes like probably more space and cost problem with the network. And another one, we are trying to do it. This is from NOAA, a new algorithm, different one. The guy, Chris Elwish, used to be a chairman of APAN disaster working group, and he has this, but not showing it. He's now using this for the fishing boat light detection. So I asked him to set it up for Thailand for testing now, and asking to expand it to the whole ASEAN. So we have another set of information. This is using nighttime only. We have also the day and night band. This works very well and supposed to detect peat fire better, but not sure yet because it's not testing yet. And this is the daily report that we do, sending out. We also have this fire danger rating system, the new calibration from the one that they use for ASEAN. And now we have this application to reach easier to the people. This is one professor, Neon. She's trying to do this for one province up north, and now she got funded to expand it to 9 provinces. So easier for people to get this fire hotspot by their mobile phone. And currently, I ask students at the University of Chulalongkorn to do the similar application, but add more parameter. So people can get also the forecast smoke, the PM10, not just only the active fire, and then the fire weather index. So they know the dangers of the how, if you set the fire, how intensive it could be. So this is another example that Himawari, I'm trying this, getting support help from the Australian fire control people. They're helping setting this up. But so far, in the past 2 years, I try to look, but because maybe of the fire size, very small in Upper ASEAN, you cannot see it. But for Indonesia, yes, you can see it every 10 minutes. You can have this Himawari data, but it has to be very big, like Australia and Indonesia. This, okay, it's the same one, but just this is from Japan, this is from Australia, and this is from also Japan. And they just came and showed us a few weeks ago, so maybe a month ago, that they also have this Himawari monitoring every 10 minutes. You can reach this P3 system that they just came to Thailand and show us that they would like us to use this, but we're not sure that it's gonna work. So we'll use it and then let you know, because we just learned about this a month ago. And prediction, of course, we try to do the fire behavior. Now we try to modify the parameters, because this is very important to planning when you go to do the suppression. It's how dangerous the fire gonna be. And this is from Canada, but the private company in Germany helping us to modify the software to fit with the fire field experiment that we collect in the past 10 years in the Dry forest. And the smoke and haze monitoring, this project has been in a long time, but seem to be nobody look at that. This is, I think it's Taiwan get involved too, with Jeff Reed and the 7C still running. And now they have the camp from Europe that Mark Perrington, I think he's helping out with the carbon emission, and Himawari, the warning system. Okay. And this is the program that we try to get ready for next year. No funding. This is just a favor from friend. So we do the validation last year with the big wildlife sanctuary that burned like for almost two months. So it's good place to do the validation calibration. So we use the Landsat 8 to know that where the fire burned. And we know the burn area. So we compared with the fire hotspot that detected with the weirs and mortars. This is weir only. So the guy name is Gernot Rucker. And then we set the parameter so we know and where the fire gonna move. So we can make the plan. This can go quickly. Let's see. And this, we know that burn area, so it's no backfire, so only forward fire. So that's at the end of the simulation. So we know where to put the suppression unit or try to make the suppression effort and how dangerous it is if you also know the intensity of the fire and you have the fire weather index map to compare with. And this, the 7C I'm talking about, it's from US Navy lab. So they're still operated, but no funding. That's also the problem. So they do this, I don't know, since 2000, I think maybe, still running, using Modis as a base, input base. And this is the product that they give, but too cost, very difficult to use, but it's, again, better than nothing. WMO will do it. I know for Indonesia, I got the information from Johan Godemmer that they will do the smoke prediction for Indonesia by the end of this year. And this year, they already established the Wildland Fire Information Center in Bogor, Professor Bambang Hero. And you can, when you look at the slide, you can see that I try to put where I get the source, so you can follow it later. And this is also the new one that we have been doing this for 2 years with the work with the Copernicus. The guy helping out is the Mark Perrington. I didn't put his name. Here. Mark Perrington. So we monitor, actually every country, just show Thailand. We monitor Upper ASEAN only. Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, and Myanmar. Vietnam not too far, but Cambodia, a lot of fires. And the fire in 2015 reached Cambodia, the smoke. And this is like every month. We're monitoring every day, but at the end, he summarized. But this is 14 years of data to see during the fire season what going on in Thailand. And this he has done for 5 countries. And this is just the main one for Thailand. And this what we have done because of the Bill the Good and Robert Field from Canada. They keep us. They are the one who done the fire danger rating system for ASEAN, but they only calibrated for Indonesia and Malaysia. So in Thailand and Upper ASEAN, Thailand, Myanmar, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos have wrong fire weather index mapped. So finally, we decided to calibrate it, but only with the hotspot, not complete with the field data yet. But the map is better. So it's daily operation at the National Park Geoinformatics division. And this is the mechanism that we do. We get the data from land, and then go to the National Park Department, then send out the report. Also, we get the data for fire weather index. We get the data from WAP-ROM from HAII and run it to make a forecast for 6 days. But like I said, 3 days good, 6 days a trend. And this sign here is try to put everywhere, and then they check it. And we give the warning. You can see that we review the history of fire related using the remote sensing. You can look it back. The fire weather, fire danger rating system, the risk map, daily field survey. They send people out and look how dry the field is. A weather condition and fire radiative power that you can do. And this is what happened last year. Snow burning, and then suddenly one day it's burned, let's say 100 acres in one day. So it's produced a lot of smoke, and then it lasts like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, and then stop for the smoke. And this caused the Chiang Mai province, maybe you know about this, plane cannot land. So it's called problem. But this is from world view. You can do the simulation in that. Not similar, and make the animation. And this is fire weather index. And also we knew the calibration. They have this running in the supercomputer in Canada, but they use our new calibration for lower Mekong region. But they can predict the seasonal, but I'm not sure about the accuracy. And the resolution is very cost. But again, better than nothing. So this, in the future, we're trying to use it for the prescribed burning, because that's the way. You cannot say that people cannot burn, because that's their way of life. So have to adjust. But the current government just say no burning, but at the end of the season, it just burned a lot. You know? And this is also the global wildland wildfire information system, just the example that the Gulf Seagull people have been doing this for a long time, the fire team, all the uh, from MODIS sensor, from VIA sensor, all the data from these people. Wind Fitzgerald, Alfred Hill, and University of Maryland. And this is just windy. You need to look at the wind. This is the application we use. It's very useful. And you know that the wind, where it go. But still, people in Thailand know about forest fire, wildfire, but no, we don't know our behavior, but we don't know about the smoke behavior. But I don't know how they predict it, but we don't know that, and difficult. I just learned from the Professor Simon that smoke from Upper Asia go to Taiwan. Like, wow, very far. Yeah, but really. So the response team is just the suppression unit and related agency now collaborate together. So we have this kind of suppression activity going out. But costs a lot, see? If you can prevent it, I even asked before that you put a lot of money for the suppression effort. If you don't have to do this, you give the money to the people. If you're not setting fire, you can get this money. Maybe it's better. But just a joke for them. So now later we can do the assessment and mitigation through the burn severity index, the burn area and the emission. And reforestation need to do. And yesterday, Google Engine, yes, we work with the Forest Service, U.S. Forest Service. So we have the script that can get the Landsat Sentinel-2 and then to produce the burn severity index and can make easier for the burn area and can make the time series. So you can select the time as you wish. And now I'm asking them for HAI, the guy, to modify a script to do the flood detection with Sentinel-1. So can do, but he asking So still have to wait because it's free. It's just a friend and ask. So it's not a project. He used to be in the USAID project, but now it's not. So and the burn severity index that the U.S. government doing it like operational. So they know where is a severe burning occur. And this also the emission that you can check later is in archive. And this is what we're trying to do. Combine everything. But the problem is that when you use the burn, you try to do the burn scar detection of burn area. Too many people doing it with different methods. You have different number, okay? And that's going to be a problem also, and then sit down. I even in the meeting talking about the active fire. One guy using MODIS, the other guy using Veerachai, the other guy using Weir, like, and they talking about number of the detection. After a while, I said, sorry, it's different sensors, it's different numbers, correct. If there's the same numbers, there's going to be problem, like something like that. But we don't have this in place yet. And communication is the problem, like I said yesterday. Doesn't matter you have a lot of information. If your boss not agree or would like to see something else, it's no use. So you have to convince your boss. The guy who make decision, not the boss, the guy who make decision. Because I asked my senior friend, and he said, how can we improve it? If we improved it, you have to change the attitude of the big boss. If you could do that, everybody gonna be okay. But that's very difficult. Yes, the boss. Yes, that would be easier. And later you have to build the resilience, to the people. So this is you have to study the history, then assess it, and you have to find the option, then plant it and try to take the action. But that later, after you have Those six have been done already, 6 steps. Okay. And now we are in the process of setting the Wildland Fire Research Center in the university, as we now realize that we don't have enough knowledge about the forest fire online or available to the people. They just keep on the shelf, and something we don't know. So this is we trying to do. This is part of the gonna be a part of the Johann Goldammer Global Fire Network. They already have it for Southeast Asia in Bogor, so we're gonna have it like Upper ASEAN. Our argument is that we have different vegetation types and different weather, and they all send the help to Indonesia. The NASA went, the UMO went, everybody go there, Japanese, but not Upper ASEAN or Lower Mekong yet. So we have to do something. So in my conclusion, we have to be prepared. Those 6 steps, early warning, have to put in the process every day and the planning. But the problem is that we need to have very higher, better and high accuracy of the medium range weather forecast as an input to that fire danger rating system. But that's a bit difficult. Accuracy is going to be the problem. And the fire behavioral software expect to be done and ready to use next year. And then the smoke behavior, you need to understand it. So many people, I even asked Bob Johansen, but the guy is supposed to be Sean Urbanski, the best in the world. And they said, they don't know. So somebody said, no, I might not believe that they really know about that. The smoke behavior. And then we have to do this reliable scientific proof for the fire decision supporting system. Many people doing it. Different agency in Thailand, let's say that, give different information from the same source, let's just say, from Landsat, from Terra, from Aqua, but they have different results. That is a problem. You have to have only maybe one method and then follow that. So it's easier. And the people who use fire as a tool to behave better for the efficient prevention. If you can understand the people, make the incentive. They can do other things. They don't have to set fires. Then you have less fires, because like 99.99% of fires caused by people. And you can. I think they should put more effort on that, more money, I guess maybe, and find a feasible in alternative income to make the fire less. We have to admit, like in Indonesia, probably people set the fire, not like in Canada that the lightning strike, right? So have to work with the people more, and then put the water back into your peatland. You drain water out too much in Indonesia. In Thailand, also in the south, we have the peatland. The drainage canal is like huge, so it's nowhere. You have to block it and keep the water during the raining season. That's the only way. You want to fight with the peatland fire, keep it wet. That's it. Or like 2015, there's a lot of help, but no water, and the plane aircraft cannot fly. Visibility is like 10 meters, cannot go up. It means nothing. Everybody's sending help, because I was sitting with Bambang and said, "Oh, you got a lot of help." No, they're crowded, cannot do. And then the no water, cannot find water. The water table go down a lot, but that's not for El Nino. Yeah, you could say that, but you drain the water out with a lot of canals, big one too. So not evaporation is not going to make that bad. Then you can block the canals, it's going to be better. Need easier, simpler communication schema to deliver this scientific information to decision maker, policy maker, a so-called probably science policy interface. Have to find easy. mechanism to explain them, to understand the need, and also educate the people that it's dangerous. It's the problem is their health, you know. And but they said they need to eat, they need to make money. But hey, so then that's why we have to find a new incentive for them. You plant something else that no need to burn. And this we're trying to do, the Upper ASEAN Wildland Fire Research Center. So the reason is that we try to support this SPI and free access. Very difficult to the document everything. When you tend to be what I see that they would like to do some study, kind of it has been done a long time ago, but the guy doesn't know about it and couldn't find it because it's just on the shelf somewhere. So our intention at the beginning, we would like to collect everything. That's why I went to the forestry department. That's most of the forest fire officer, Royal Forest Department, Department of National Park, they graduated from forestry, faculty of forestry. So we go there and stop there. It's just probably the way, I guess. Because you keep telling them to do it, they said, no, not their duty to do so. Something like that. I said, why? You should do it. So easier, you should continue from the work before, not start again. And this is the people that I mentioned that working with for a long time that to help making forest fire control in Thailand more efficient. It's not that easy, but they always complain about getting more budget. But sometimes maybe suppression budget usually not the case. You could have Huey, you could have everything, but if people still light the fires, there's still problem. And this is later you can look at this. This is the links that I have been used to work for the forest fires. So you can access this later. It's a lot. Even the VS one, they have a quick look that use very less time, but the accuracy is not that good. Okay, they have that. When you use satellite is not the answer to everything. It's too slow. The director said to the chief that if you rely on the satellite 1.5 and for Terra Aqua, Modis is like 1.5 hours or 1 hour, and you couldn't see the smoke from that fire. You should be fired. So it's just you have to combine them. The CCTV and thermal camera is a good system, but expensive to maintain. That's the problem. And the equipment or the sensor can get stale. We tried before, it's lost. People just like, oh, man, probably take it, sell something, maybe you can make, $1 or $10 is better than nothing. But very difficult for the equipment, get stale a lot. This is all the link. It's in different thing that I think it should put it there. And this is the early warning system at the end. Do you have time? Okay. This is just fire danger rating system. The system from ASEAN is from Canada, like I said. And then we have done the calibration for the new number, new threshold. So we have a better map to use daily.